don't believe love should be pain. Won't you please rub my back and
field. Part of it was a farm field of corn, and the rest of it was just the field where all the kids used to play. But then, where those houses are now, and coming up on this side, where those trees are, behind that, is just waste ground now, or parkland, shall we call it. They used to be the prefabs, and you put the prefabs up after the war, the Second World War was finished. Not right after, but after it, because it was a quick way of getting buildings up and housing people who had no homes after all the Blitz in Liverpool, and they stayed up for a long time, a really long time. And as sort of, they went right way up to Speke, right away along the motorway, right down there. And they were always nice. I mean, you know, they were kept nice and clean and tidy. It was really good. Very pretty much. I suppose like a lot of things, you just don't prove the time. This car shouldn't get down here, you know, there's chance it comes up.
oh, the old road.
You can see Grandma's house, aren't you? Just down there. Very windy day, isn't it? Windy and very, very cold. There it is. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, it's gone somewhere.
Caught him now. Caught him. Where was he off to?
The arguments.
Where were you going? Where were you going to go then?
I'm going down to Edie's with me.
Oh
no! What's the thing about that fella?
cheers.
Who let him out?
Sit down, Dad.
No,
No,
man.
I'm pulling you down.
Are they shutting in?
You know, because you have to see, I mean, just something nice for him to keep, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll give him a bottle of them as well.
Well, we've got to get on the phone and get on the phone. I think we're getting on this week, aren't we, Lil?
What day is his birthday? Is it this week or next week?
It's on David. George is the 10th and David's the 11th.
On the 11th, that's it. That's
Why?
right.
It's
On
a
the
birthday.
Yeah, so you get on the phone for the
I've
birthday.
sent David's.
Yes.
I've sent David's.
Nice.
But I want to see George. I don't know what to find.
Wants to
his
sit over
birthday.
there, then, what?
Oh,
I've
Get
gone
everything.
through underwear, slippers,
Yeah.
shirts,
What a
sports
picture.
shirts, you know, I've gone through all them. I don't know what to find. And with him being abroad, he's sure to have a lot of clothes.
well, things change.
I don't think he'd worry about anything.
I know he won't. He tells me
George.
forget it. Put the money in your pocket.
Daddy.
Yeah, I don't think he'd worry
No,
much.
he doesn't.
There's me.
I got him 2 working shirts for Christmas. I got him 2 of them, didn't I?
€3.
Well, that's
what he
enough,
wants,
yeah.
working shirts.
Yeah, because
You know.
he look after himself.
He looks after, he's got the money in his pocket.
I'm
look
glad
after.
he's away, you know,
Well, I don't like the way they scrounge off him, you know.
because there are
Really,
lots of
there's only the youngest
scroungers, Lynn.
one. The youngest one's the decent one, but she's not.
I
The
pray,
oldest girl's bloody, I wouldn't give it a bloody.
I'm praying he'll meet a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
I am a woman.
A great granddad, that.
That's your family and Grandad.
Yeah.
Which one's you? Is it
I don't think you've seen them.
that lad?
That's me dad.
That one.
Yeah.
Who's the little baby on Grandma's knee?
That's with the fella that's in hospital.
Billy.
Is that Billy?
Billy there. And the little girl, is that Lizzie or
That's
Riley?
Lizzie.
Lizzie. And John at the back,
John was the eldest, Jimmy.
That's the eldest, Jimmy.
Jimmy,
John, Lizzie, Joey, he's killed in France. Me, Eileen. Billy's not in them.
No, Billy's not in.
No. No,
How come Billy wasn't in? Wasn't he born then?
no, he wasn't
Eileen
born
was the
there.
youngest on that.
He got killed in France in Caen.
Yeah, we were looking for his grave, didn't we?
Yeah, you found it.
Because I was going around looking for Joey on
That's
stone,
right,
but
he was Joey.
Joey
That's
wasn't
right,
his
yeah.
name,
It was
was it?
Francis
It
Davis.
was no one told me that though, did they?
No.
So I was going around looking for France for
That
somebody
would be
wanted
quite
it.
easy.
I get called Mick. Say, me in with us. I used to look after these pigeons and get a penny and trucks. I used to clean all the loft out. All down that wall, nest boxes. And cleaned all them out and brushed all up the end. And I used to get a penny or tuppence off of them. But Chris and Nick, because it's like,
When I heard
they call
the
pigeons
pigeons,
Mickeys then.
oh
So
God.
that's why it's christened.
I was talking to a chappie in work, Dad, whose dad was a carter.
Oh,
Yeah, and he was, I don't know how we got into the conversation. I said, oh, my dad was a carter. He said, oh, I've heard many a good tale from my dad. And he said he used to tell me how he used to just unbridle the horse and say, get there. And he just used to walk out the yard, go to the stables
yeah.
by itself.
Oh, they all go themselves, yeah.
Oh, Dad's told me
We
a
used
few
to put
tales.
away, and as you lift the shafts up and you walk out, and you walk and the bloody thing's gone, cross the bloody road and gone up the street to the stables. You was like, go away, and run after it.
And get them
And
back.
if there was any provender over, we used to plant it in, because the fella, stable man, used to sell the provender and the horses never got it. I used to pinch hay for it and oats for it, you know. And when I left, went on the wagons, no one, they took it out and brought it back. I'm not being that bloody thing, I won't pull you, I won't do this, I won't. Oh, because it was hungry and it wasn't, I used to feed it, you know, well, pinch the stuff out of bibbies and feed it. But it got killed when I left,
You put it down.
You used to take to the knacker's yard, what do you call it, knacker's
Knacker's
yard?
yard.
Put a bullet through there,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Maggie.
a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't you say you came up to that, you know that farm that's up by the crematorium? But, and it's been changed now into a building of some kind,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
That,
Did you ever come down that far?
with the awesome cars, yeah, the rest home was up there.
Ah,
Used to take them up to the rest home for a week. Took about 2 or 3 of them.
for a week's holiday.
Yeah, for them.
It was all horses, Lynn.
Oh,
Even the
God.
funeral.
Liverpool was the
used to have
second
horses
biggest.
and these big black plumes
Thousands
on
of
them.
horses, like the
Yeah.
milk wagons was horses, the
Yeah.
laundry was horses,
The milk full of
the
everything.
milkman.
I was terrified of them.
Why?
But
And when,
some of those horses were awful big, love.
They are big, you don't realise it,
You
do
know,
you? Till
that's
you
what you
listen.
call a one horse. There was a pony trap, a pony float, what you call a 3/4, a one horse and a team. The team was 2. There was one in the shafts and one in chains, like that. Oh,
I mean, May Day, then, they have a May Day
Big show
here,
on then.
but it's not like it used to be. May Day, they all dressed up all the horses, didn't they?
Yeah, the carters used to stay in the
Oh.
stables all night polishing them.
Polishing.
It was lovely to see them all like that. But they used to, only May the 1st, wasn't it, May Day? But they don't keep that up now,
I was
do they?
coming out
I think they
the.
have it as a bank holiday.
I was
Is it?
coming out of St John's with the stuff, I think, and I never noticed him, man and woman. Eat over a bit, eat over a bit. I said, all through you, all through you. And
Horsey talk.
his wife said, what the bloody are you doing about?
Horsey talk.
He said, I'm telling him, when he said to the horse, eat over, eat over.
You
He
used to
go
say
out
that to Holly.
Yeah.
You used to say he over to Holly.
Oh, poor
all
Ollie.
through you, come here,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, poor
They have their own
Ollie.
language.
Yeah. The thing is, though, the horse knew what you were saying at the end of the
yeah,
day,
the
isn't it?
horses knew, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best.
Oh,
Long time since I've seen a horse.
Yeah.
I can
Grandad.
just remember the rag and bowman that used to come up here. He had a horse.
They had,
When I was little, I can
Pony
just
wagon.
remember that.
they had the pony cart, they all had them.
Yeah.
Some of the ponies was that big, some was that, and a mule. Now the mule was half donkey and half pony, and they were bogus them.
Stubborn as a mule.
A mule.
Is that
Have you
what a
went
mule
past-
is, George?
What?
A mule is half donkey and half horse.
Pony, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Half a
never knew
pony,
that.
half donkey.
'cause I keep away from horses.
The mule was the worst for biting or kicking or anything like that.
Didn't you have a goat as well?
I had a goat.
Yeah, how did you get a goat?
Well, it was over in, delivering in New Brighton to the riding stables, and the two brothers, and the two brothers riding you know, with the bags of plough. I said, what do you do with him? He says, that friggin' goat. He said, it's gone in net all the harness. They used to some brown harness. Well, that was the show harness for when they went on show. Now that was all polished, you know, and the goat had been eating it. I said, and he said, he'll kill it. Honest to Christ. Well, I got it in and we threw it in the bloody cab of the wagon. I brought it home, and the only place I could live was with my dad in Conway Street. And the kids got to know about it. Hey, Mr. Gillis, lay your goat out, lay your goat out. Well, if he let it out, it'd run after them and butt them up to behind, you know.
You get done for cruelty.
The bloody landlord took it.
Did he?
The landlord, yeah, he had a big garden. And he took it and it used to eat all the grass.
Yeah.
Save him cutting the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would.
Oh,
like
You
that,
were
yeah.
always dropping things off at
Oh,
that
always.
fella coming home from work, didn't you?
Yeah.
Your
Johnny,
friend.
Bobby Larkin.
Yeah, Bobby Larkin.
I used,
Yeah.
I used to pick chickens up and ducks up and throw them in his place for him. He had the place up there with the garden with all ducks and hens.
I think the lads went up there, didn't they?
Hey,
Didn't the lads go up
the
there?
lads went
Yeah,
up
your
there.
lads they know more about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig was in one of the wagons there.
He loved that Craig. He still
Bobby
remembers
Larkin.
that Craig,
Yeah.
Bobby Larkin. Didn't you say that once during the war in the Blitz there was a pony up the,
Yeah.
up the tower or something?
Yeah, on
wasn't
the
it?
top of the bloody tower. That was, yeah, that was when I worked up Bootle. Yeah, it was all exploded and the pony was on the top. I forget the name of the firm.
Pony didn't put them on.
With the explosion, wasn't
The
it?
explosion
Held up?
ripped the building off, and there's the pony was on the bloody top of it there. How they got it down, I don't know, because I was going to work, you know. I'd have tried to get
No
down
wonder he
myself.
didn't take it to work.
No, I said I'd have tried myself. If I was walking somewhere, I'd have go get it down myself, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's just not what you'd expect to see, is it?
No, well in the
I've
Blitz,
always
there was-
said he should have put all his memoirs down.
I
What?
said that ages ago.
Yeah, you should have put it all down in a book and then show to somebody and ask them, do you think it's worth printing?
well, that
Then
woman
more
printed a
of
good
a
story, hadn't
scouser.
she?
Memoirs of a Scout.
You know.
Didn't have to
I'd buy that.
mention the name.
The prince in Wales in the CTC, she done that. Her children asked her to do that, and she wrote just everything that she could remember it from, you know, the earliest memory right up to through the war and that. And they, when she done it, she gave it to them, and unbeknownst to her, they gave it to a publisher, and it got published.
Yeah.
She had a copy while I was there. She showed me, and I can't remember. Something about a Liverpool childhood or something like that. It was titled.
Well, that woman got your book, didn't she?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
a valid. Well, you've got
Liverpool.
one, haven't you?
I've got one. The boys have one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saved a fella's life on Chester Road. I was out late. 7 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock in the morning, London. 7 o'clock at night, London, 7 o'clock in the morning, Liverpool. That was trunking. And I was 11 or 12 o'clock. And I went out the tunnel down Chester Road. And this fella, he was standing on the parapet going like that, you know. Well, I stopped. And I opened the door. I said, are you bloody well coming, mate? You said, I'm an Ori, you know. And then there was footsteps. I said, what's it doing? He said, what did you stop for? I said, you're bloody well coming to the left. He said, I wasn't. He said, I was on the wall there. He said, I was going to throw myself in the canal and drown myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
bloody hell.
He'd come into Liverpool to try and fight it for his daughter. You know that big hotel, St George's Hotel in the town,
Yeah,
where the
I
market
know.
is now.
Yeah.
His wife was on the game there. And
Oh, I
he'd
remember that.
come down to pinch his
Yeah.
daughter and take the daughter home.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
She was a prostitute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, no, I wasn't on the parapet. He said, when you passed me, he said, I was on the tunnel, the wall, I'm ready to throw myself in and you stopped. He said, I wondered why you stopped. And when I heard you saying, come on, come on, he said, I run up here then.
So did you give him a lift?
Yeah, give him a lift to Leicester.
Or did you say, get out of there? Yeah.
I said to him, don't be so bloody daft. I said, get on with your life. I said, look forward to it. And he shook me bloody hand when he was getting out. He had to go up that road to Leicester and he shook me hand. He said, look, very much time, very much. Yeah.
I wonder what happened to him.
Oh, I give some good lifts, you know, to people. See, the woman used to leave me hand for
He
dozen
picked
eggs
her up once.
in the back.
He thought she was on the
In
bed.
Gathead there was two of them. I was coming from Kirby and there was two women standing for the bus. One was Flo, you know. And I stopped on the door. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I said, I love you. Come on, get in here. And the other woman was like that.
Horrified you stopped or horrified she didn't get picked?
Yeah.
If I had to go that one.
Yeah.
She would have
It was funny though.
What's that?
Yeah.
And going over the bloody bridge on holidays, was it
Oh yes. Oh
God.
God. Poor
over the bridge?
Oh, I remember
you know
that.
the flyover.
Yeah, the
She said,
Runcorn
you don't
Bridge.
go over that railings if you're like that. I said, yeah, why? What's the matter? Let me bloody well out, she said, you know.
He played up for tricks and all that.
And I was smoking there and I give it, said, here, get over that
Oh, the
wheel, I'm
wheel.
on the wheel, I like the cigarette.
To us as
She
well.
got over the wheel like that, you know, and I, but that's the bloody cigarette. He's funny, wasn't he? Some of the holidays we went on, we had Mary, Ann, Flo, I had a big shooting break then.
I remember that, yeah. Yeah, I remember. Horseshoe Pass.
Yeah,
That
but
one
you,
up there,
you,
did you?
you three went right down south in it, on the back. Me and Mum was on the front, you know.
Yeah.
Go down during the night was easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes. We always had
No
to travel
traffic.
overnight.
We've had some good holidays though.
Yeah.
That's what I don't mind not going now. They wouldn't be as good.
No, no.
No, you go on a holiday now and you've got to be
Well, I
dressed
do,
up for evening meals and everything.
Yeah, I don't want to go now, you know, I've had enough.
He doesn't want a holiday. We spoke about it, he doesn't want a holiday.
No, we've had some good ones though, Mum,
Oh,
haven't we,
that
eh?
big ones, yeah.
Was it a caravan or... I think it was a caravan right next to the railway or something.
Oh yes, and every time it
Oh, the
shut
train
down,
went past, you know, like that, yeah. Yeah.
every time the train went.
I remember that one.
Oh,
And one of them, we had to keep put money in the slot to keep the gas going.
wow, yeah.
Every
Oh,
couple
you
of
had to
bloody
put money in
minutes.
the slot then.
And another one where the oven was right by the door, and every time the door opened, the bloody gas thing went out. And slot money for the telly.
We went over to Wales when Mike had his mate over there with us.
Oh yeah.
And we went in, but he was living there, so we got a place off the woman that owned it, you know.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Well,
Needing her name was.
yeah, well, the same camp with the caravans was the school camp with the belt tents when we were kids.
Oh right.
And when we went down to the farm, I took them down to the farm, and there was a little pool there with the ducks in. And the big lad he was come out. I said, hey, I said, I don't suppose your granddad's alive now. I said, when the school at camp, I said, we used to be in the school. I said, we had to come down and get the straw in the bed and a straw for the pillar. And he used to let the bloody nanny goes out. He used to chase us on foot. He laughed his bloody head off. He said, he's still here, me granddad. He said, he told me about you. He said he was looking at you round the corner, running like bloody hell.
Having a good laugh at you.
Yeah.
Was that when you'd done your sewing class or something? Was it?
That's right, yeah.
Sewing class.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't unusual, was it, for fellas to sew?
Oh, no.
No, don't think. Look after
No,
yourself.
but we've really, like, the early part of our lives, you know, we really had good holidays.
Oh, wow.
We call them the rough holidays.
We're good.
Rough holidays.
7 and 6 for
Yeah.
a week.
7 and 6.
For a whole week.
For a whole week.
That's,
I went
That's
away
not
on
even
that
free.
holiday,
Not even
7 and
free.
6. Next come and bring me home again.
because you were homesick.
I
Yeah.
was homesick.
Oh,
And
This-
Right,
I've
I
never
this was
been
like
away.
I'm
I
like
was.
that. I don't like going away.
I went to all the holidays there.
I tell you what, even going away with the family, I was always glad when I was coming home.
Yeah. That's me. I'm like that now.
Yeah,
Weekends enough.
yeah.
Well, you know, like the police, you had a police charity thing. You know, where the
Police?
police would give you clogs and
That's
things.
right, the clogs and the what did he call Roy?
Oh,
My
I
mates
know.
had them and Billy Shepton had them. Yeah.
Did they not provide you with any holidays even?
I think they used to provide them with holidays.
Mm.
But I got stopped, oh, not long, about a couple of years ago. When I was driving us, and he said that the sergeants, he said, I call them sergeants, and we'd been in the forces, you know. He said, sit down here, I forget what I'd done. Anyway, I got pulled in up there. He said, have you been in trouble with the police before? I said, yeah, but I couldn't tell you how many. He said, what do you mean, how many times? I said, about 16. He said, what? Hey, Johnny, come over here, we've got one here. And he said, what's you doing? I said, well, I've been on the road all my life. I said, you bloody fellas used to hide for us round, going and pull us up. I said, and I bumped into two scousers, sergeants, and the other fellas drives ordinary one. He said, get out the bloody road, George, it's scouts, he said. And I said, one fella, who was a mate of my brother's, what I Stan Rankin, I said, oh, I know Stan. He was a mate of his brother's, you know.
Yeah.
And he said, was that what it was for speeding? Yeah, he used to watch up. I mean, he said, I thought we had someone. But it was all speeding fines, you know.
Yeah. Oh, then
She wait for you. That was before the motorway was built.
Yeah.
Once the motorway was built, you got on the motorway and you went then.
Big difference,
yeah.
isn't it? All the little winding roads and things.
Imagine
God,
that.
yeah. What was the furthest you'd ever travelled with the horse? It made it so much better when you could get in a car, innit? And go that big a distance more.
Did you ever stand by one of those horses?
Stood by a horse and they just go on for
That's
miles.
Shire, biggest.
Yeah, they go on for miles, don't
They
they?
were awful big, weren't they?
Shire.
Yeah.
Lovely though.
Oh, when it was May Day and they decorated them up, it was marvellous. But the size of them, you didn't realise they were so big till you stood by them. And as a kid, I think Flo got a kick once off one of them.
No.
Somebody in the family got a kick. The foot.
Well, that's to be big for the job they done, I suppose,
Yeah.
isn't it? When you think at the end of the day.
Oh,
You lost 3 ton on a one horse.
David loved taking them, didn't they?
Hey?
Our George and David used to love you taking them to the horses. Yeah. I'm not a lover of animals though. But if they come in my house, I look after them.
You're a lover of our Holly.
Oh, well, that's what I'd say. Once they come in my house, they're mine then. Oh, Ollie. Yeah.
The docks down the south end where they put all flats and they live in the flats. Well, they used to be the tobacco.
Yeah.
Big round tobacco. Well, I got 3, 6 on there and 3 on top, 9. And that was that horse that wouldn't go, Maggie, wouldn't go. And it was in, there was a road like that, it was in like a court, you know, there. So I got up, I said, here, come in. I used to talk to it, you know, and he'd be all these I said, I wouldn't come, you know, I wouldn't have a go like, you know. So I said, right, I'm going. And I walked away and walked round the corner and I was creeping on the corner. And it was like this, you know. And it was, you know, to come, you know. So I got out and said, hey, Maggie, I'm going. Ta-da! Boom! And it started moving out, and the bloody road was going. Whoa! It was so funny. But that horse got killed when I left. I sent it to the knacker's yard. Wouldn't work for no one.
Too much trouble. Aye.
Talking to the lads, who's that bloody thing, he said, to shoot it. Wouldn't work.
What time's that?
2:10.
Oh, that's all
Well,
right.
that's not.
That one
It's
like,
really to go see him. I can see him in the back kitchen. The shadows falling over us. Right,
the
go
lights on
on.
better.
You
I can't see anything.
Nah.
No, Liverpool had the most horses except London. London was bigger than us with
Yeah.
horses.
Well, London's a big place, isn't it, on its own?
Were the
anyway.
horses before the
Wait.
war or after it?
We've made a collection for a big statue of a one horse, you know, big full size one horse, but they still haven't got enough money.
Hey, haven't they done anything about
No.
that?
No.
Oh, the collection.
And we wanted
they've
the
done.
people that had horses to give so much, you know.
Liam was saying, were the horses used before the war or after? But it's been a long time,
yeah.
hasn't it?
Well, I was born, the horses was down on the Dock Road. Oh, there was years down there.
But that was the only transport, really, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So when did everyone switch over to cars and trucks?
And the horse and carts used to go to Manchester and all, Warrington. And they used to kip on the cart, put the horse in the field and kip on the cart or kip underneath.
No, the true, I'm frightened of them. They're so big.
Yeah.
You know,
Used to take loads to Manchester and all out that way, you know. Before the
long journey that would be though, wouldn't it?
Back before I was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to.
That's where the canals came in then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Manchester, Leeds, and Canal and all that.
Yeah. You'd see the horses on the canal, didn't you? Yeah.
I've seen the horses, yeah.
Don't see them now.
Canals are still used, they're still popular, but more of a leisure, not a way.
Oh, yeah.
Where St Lyle's was, they're all big, beautiful flats and that. Not flats, bungalows and houses. And the canal's still there.
Yeah, I've seen
nice
that.
And clean.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
So there's a programme on telly through the week about canal travelling.
Yeah. Well, when we was kids, the canal used to pass St Lyle's down Burlington Street over the top, nearly on the... St Lyle's was down there on both sides. They employed hundreds of people. And we used to go down there, and the canal, halfway down the canal, used to go underneath the bridge and out towards Leeds and Liverpool.
Yeah.
And on that, that's going down Bury like that, over the bloody wall and onto the canal. And on that side, about 20 foot up, was the hot water pipe coming out of St Lyle's going into the canal. And we used to push him out the bloody way and get under the hot water pipe.
That was.
And someone would come and push you out the way. And when you got outside, where's my bloody trousers? It's gone, my trousers. Well, you were watching them. He said, well, he said, I was watching them, but the fellas are gone.
Gone.
Pinch your trousers.
He has not been a wild boy, hasn't he?
Oh, you
adventures.
you know. The old St Lyle's opened an open air baths.
Oh,
At the
right.
top of Burlington, St Forest. We used to go in there then.
Keep it out the canal?
Yeah, keep out the canal, yeah.
I suppose that was the only bit of instant hot water you could get.
Yeah.
When you think of it. You wouldn't worry now, like.
It was a penny to go in Wesley Road. I think you was in Wesley Road, paddling the boat, I think.
Oh, that was Dean.
Dean, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a different yeah.
He told me, dear. Well, whoever it was told me, he said,
have you ever
Westminster Road.
Looked at some of the old films of these when they were little? Look at the length of them.
Yeah.
Finally grown, isn't it?
God, you wouldn't get a minute film.
But look at me in that picture there, look how fat I was in school.
The what?
How big I was in school, I was a little fat kid.
Yeah.
Now I'm all skinny.
You're all skinny now.
That's
because
you know,
you're not
I've done my time. I was proper fed.
Poor little thing.
He goes back to that state now as well.
I'll kill you for
No, I remember getting my own comb by use every morning. With the wire brush on my head.
Grandad would do that and brush
Spitting
the
on my
shoes.
hair, yeah. She said, you gotta look good for school because it reflects how your mum
Just go in
raises
the
you.
barbers and say, shut back inside. That's all you want. My barber doesn't ask me, he just like...
Hey, Millie's is open again, you know.
Millie's?
Yeah, but it's called the Bridge Barbers or the Bridge Barber
The
Shop.
bloke runs it now, yeah.
Yeah, different person.
Isn't that the one the kids all used to go
Yeah.
to? Yeah, no.
Been closed for a long time, but it's opened up.
Good.
I don't know if it'll be open for long.
Well, it's
like,
not
but
worth me messing now
No.
because I only have to go up there.
I wouldn't bother to.
And
It's
he's
not
alright, isn't he?
worth it, is it, for you?
He's alright, this fella.
My mum's hairdresser will cut yours for you.
Hey?
My mum's hairdresser would cut yours.
No, I'll get mine cut
No,
off.
he won't have it, no.
No,
He
won't
wants
have
to go to the man's.
He wants to be a man.
I
Wish I
think
could
he's
do.
frightened of
Just
it.
dip a basin.
Round, yeah.
There's not
And the
much
next-
left. It's the love.
We had Sweeney. When my grandma lived by the road, and in between we had the barber there and then called him Sweeney Todd.
Oh, I. We were
What's that
terrified of him.
Terrified. And when you went in, you know, and got in the truck, you got all of the two
We
rails
were
of the seats.
terrified.
You were all like that.
Because you know the
When we
story,
got out,
didn't you? Do you read the story?
The Sweeney
He
Todd
sat in the chair and
cut your
the
throat.
chair went upside down and
they went in the cell and they got killed and all that. And we would tell it, and it was called Sweeney Todd.
York's listening to Sweeney
Good name.
Todd.
Oh,
But he was a good man.
we were terrified to go in, we go down.
But you'd go.
Oh no,
Oh,
I
we
used to have to cut me fringe,
No, right.
you know.
Now glamour
But it was a man's barber.
Yeah.
But if he had time, he'd...
Have proper barbers. Not these
Oh,
nancy-pansy ones now.
Yeah, £3 haircuts.
How much is get a haircut now, Lynn?
£8 this cost.
What?
£8.
What?
Exactly.
For how many?
A couple of...
Yeah, that was a trim as well.
I came in and I said to him, I thought you were getting your hair cut today.
And I said, so did I.
And how much for the trim?
That was it. I said, just a trim, please. And he said, alright. I was waiting there an hour. 5 minutes on my hair, £8.
8.
Tell my father.
Half
Father,
fella up
don't
there,
laugh.
120.
There you go.
120, that's what you want. isn't it?
£1.20 to get mine.
How much?
I'll bet you any money he doesn't charge you for that.
No, you shouldn't.
It's
It is. I was upset by that.
See, it's just, he just...
I'll ask him to...
You have your up there now, Lee.
No, I'll ask him.
Oh,
how much
forgot
it
you-
I only got it done because it was in town and I needed to get it done while I was there. Because I was going out that night.
£8.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be that much. There's a bloke near us who does it for a fiver and that's cheap.
terrible.
That's how it costs nowadays.
Got it. Shampoo and sesame costs me $3.50.
Come on, Batman.
Oh,
Off
God.
We go.
Come on, Batman, you've got
Come on,
everything.
Batman.
we go. Right, get me shopping home.
You've got
So, I'll be up Sunday.
yeah.
Okay, if Colette's not coming, I'll be up Sunday.
Right.
I'll go really, because when you think of it, there's nothing there. Just some bushes and
Fields.
field. But we used to
when you could just play in a field all day.
You know, my mum and dad wouldn't be worried as to where I was. They knew I was on my way home. But we used to play in all of that. And then go home. And not a thing, not a worry. Now over there, on that side, you can just see the old cottages. They were all over Speke then. Just, there's I think 2 just left there.
Mm.
I don't know about now, but I do around that way. They used to have
Geese.
yeah, but you know what? The fishes, little creatures.
Yeah, I can go for you then.
Yeah. And that's what was all over Speke, where my mum and dad are and everything. And that was what was by the shop. Was cottages like that. Little cobbled roads and everything.
Cobbled roads, innocent
Honestly,
days.
you wouldn't even think you're up here, would you? But
No.
it was all farmland, because if you think of it, Speke Hall is just down the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they had, well, all this was their land, so they needed people to farm it for them, and this is why all these cottages were built around here. That's the old church hall there.
So they're still getting you
Yeah, of
come off the
course.
street.
Yeah. But look at it how it's got all that stuff on it. I mean, even the church, you used to be able to walk in and walk out. This used to be Dunlop's right down here. And Dunlop's was one of the targets during the Second World War. Quite a busy little place. But that closed down as well. You've got to make way for the new, I know that. Can't
At what
do that
cost?
all the time. You've got to make way for the new. Now here, all this used to just be a field where you had Sunday football. And me and my brothers, well, more like my brothers would go in, our George and David. And sometimes my mum would make them take me. Not ask them, but make them take your sister. And we used to be sent there with a bottle of water and a couple of jambussies, we were gone for the best part of the day. And there was just a big group, what you consider a gang now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. It would be intimidating now.
Yeah, just playing rounders and football. And then we'd all just walk home. We used to come along over where the hotel and all that is, was what we used to call the back fields. And that's where I stayed to before we played. all over
hotel
there
there
was
now.
the airport. But that was some of that was farmland, and the rest of it was just Buckaroo, where more or less is doing the same now, isn't it?
Don't play in it anymore, they just burn cars.
They jump, yeah. If you steal a car, they used to jump it on there. And I should say, either burn it out or just leave it there. It's just so sad. It's really sad.
I think it doesn't happen though, doesn't it? This is it. The generation before you probably thought the same about you. To be fair,
My mum and dad thought, you know, the hippie thing.
yeah.
My mum and dad thought that was bad. Really
So that would
bad.
ruin everything.
Yeah, really bad. But they find it hard to accept how kids are allowed to do what they do and get away with it. Like my mum, she had a friend who, I don't know whether I told her or she told her, who went on a message for her mum and got something like a couple of pennies change and decided for some god unknown reason to buy some sweets with it. But when she went home and she didn't have the change for her mum, who was absolutely fuming, and mum took her to the police, and she ended up as a punishment living in a home where you were meant to, you had to scrub floors, do clothes, washing by hand, all that, just because she kept a couple of pennies sweets. You know, would you do that now? You know, they would be interested now. But
Do you think they should? I mean,
well, there's a fine line, isn't there? But there's got to be a price to pay for when you do something wrong, because you've got no boundaries. There is no boundaries. That's why kids can't, like in some cases, parents can't even control some of the kids, because there's just no boundaries for them. You just do it and get away with it. Whereas my mum and dad, they knew. You know, if they'd done anything wrong, they got punished. And I mean, they couldn't have a harder life than what they've had. Even now, like my mum, I know my mum said a million times, you know, when the fella was coming around to do the means testing, they couldn't even have a coconut mass on the floor, a straw mass, because he'd want to know where you got the money for that. If you had a radio, they'd want to know, well, why have you got a radio when you can't afford food? Pawn your radio, get your money, and then you've got your food. Which is, when you think about it, like now you got people, I mean, who are unemployed and yet they can go on holiday and go abroad. I work and I can't afford to go abroad. There has to be something somewhere that's gone drastically wrong. And that's what my dad finds so hard. I mean, mum, but my dad more so. He just finds it hard to understand it. I mean, even when they had the police down to the church hall to give them a talk about everything that's been going, you know, when the drugs were really bad up there. And bloody hell, didn't he pinch the police car while it was inside? Well, isn't that not one in the face? He's looking at you.
funny old world.
And it's just so much is.
I'm singing, practicing.
Oh,
When I get up, you know.
It's all about the framing, you see.
Oh, aye.
now what are you
Love it.
doing now?
I'll just put that on record.
Put it there, aye.
Look at everyone.
She's a singer.
I've never heard her sing.
And you're the singer, love.
What?
And you, when she has a big gins down there, she doesn't have to sing.
The gin. I had some gin the other week. It's horrible.
Was that?
It's horrible stuff.
We used to use, Dad used to use it to clean the
Yeah, the videotape, that big old blocky thing.
the VHS we used to.
I don't.
Well, in that club we get some good tunes, but others, they
Yeah.
get up and sing songs which we never heard before. One was on last week, and one well,
I
young,
wasn't there last
but the
week.
week before, bloody smash what he had us all up dancing away.
Well, as I say, Joe, you've got to take the good with the bad, haven't you?
Not always.
And as I say, it's only what they send along,
Yeah.
you know. We've had some very good
We've had
tunes.
some good tunes there. It's real good tunes.
Grandad used to give him a song, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, it was, well, the shop set up, don't he? All the lads there, I got a photograph of them, and they've all, about 6 or 8 of them,
George,
they've all passed away. We used to all get Hey, Dave, you're up next. Johnny, you're next. And we used to give a song. What's the name? We used to sing the same one, didn't we, all the time?
You always sang your type of song.
Your old wedding ring was new.
And
Barefoot Days. That's what I used to sing.
We had to go home, to bed, and my mother, she got busy with the needle and thread.
He knows that one.
I remember. That's the Barefoot Days one, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that one with the goats? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, that one was
I remember
good,
that one, yeah.
Paddy McGinty's goat had an awful appetite. Yeah, swallowed a box of matches within the dynamite. And if you ever go to one, I'll bet you it's about nose. There's an angel there with whiskers on. That's Paddy McGinty's goat.
He's always been able to get up and give a song.
Oh, yeah.
That must be where I get it from.
They've told me.
Is that yours?
Yeah, anyway, let me sing, I'll do it.
Oh, I couldn't, love. I couldn't.
Well, I don't ask you. They tell me, hey, you, sit down, you. That's George's song. Come on.
They're not allowed to sing a song even.
I had to get up. I had to get up and do a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't sing in front of people. I'll sing in the bath, I'll sing in the toilet, I'll sing washing dishes, but not do anything else.
No. Well, it was good. There's some good singers amongst them. Jerry's
very
was
good.
a smashing singer.
Lovely singer.
Les used to sing. I can't think of the name of the song.
He always had his own song.
Every week, year in year out, he got up and sang that song.
Sing one.
Sing one. He said, "Get up to bloody hell." Yeah.
I could not sing in front of people. I could not.
I think I'm the only one that's left.
I'm the only one of the gang.
About 8 of us, I'm the only one that's left.
Yeah. But there's still a nice gang, you know.
Yeah.
The chap that takes us, you couldn't imagine him saying it. He takes us and he brings us over. His fiancée, his partner, should I say, won't say, "Don't you dare," because she doesn't come. She doesn't like club life, you know. She's not in country. But
she's one that goes to the Adelphi with all the girls, with the meal, you know.
Yeah.
That's right. She comes down again and she enjoyed it. The last time she come, she enjoyed it, didn't she?
She enjoyed it. And, you know, she says to him when she doesn't come, "When you drop George off, don't you dare move till you see the bedroom light on." So what happens? We have to bloody well rush upstairs and put the light on.
Bedroom light on. That's Alan.
Alan,
and Doreen.
"Don't you dare move till you see the bedroom light on."
Yeah, you bring them up.
She thinks the world of him. Yeah. You know, every Saturday, out Craig.
He's seen you, Craig.
I used to see Alan in Morton quite often.
Yeah.
Usually a few times a week.
Yeah.
But the club's not what it used to be, though, is it? Yeah.
No, it's not the same club. Of course, they've all gone off. The pubs are empty and everything handy now. Pubs are clubs are closed down, pubs are closing down.
Shame. How many years have you been going to the metal box now?
Blimey. There were 2 lads worked there, I didn't know that. But when the BS we got out, and I got into Beck Collars, didn't I?
Oh, what's the BRS?
I worked at Mr. Road Services. That's where we got emptied out then, because there was closing.
I usually remember the lorries for the BRS used to be a white cab with blue and white stripe going along, and it used to have a National Express style symbol on the side of the truck. A long time ago.
Is this the
that's like with the BRS out of Liverpool. I was with the BRS out of Liverpool, and then I had a bit house, and I got into the chemical plant here, and then I got chipped by one of the fellas out the office, closed down. And then I got all of Johnny Rocks and Kirby. I used to go to Kirby on my days off and work there, because it was just opening, you know. And so he was the manager. And I was telling him, you know, he said, "George, start here when you're at the..." And I gave me notice in and started there. And he told me that you wasn't here. Rang him up, said, who told you that this place closing down, he said. He says, "Was George Gillies told you about it?" I said, "No," he said. So he didn't know it was closing down. He said it was just expanding as well. And do you know what? There was about 10 of them come and work. They got a bloody job there like that. We were expanding and air was closing down. They offered about £3 bob each with a pension. It's funny. But I got out, Andy, I got out and I never looked back at Kirby. I went all night. Come home here and had me tea and I was sitting. Phone rang. God, could you go down with the blooming Plymouth? Is there any chance in you go in the morning, they're waiting for this tank, you know? And the wagon was a 10-tonner, I think it was about 7 or 8, 9 ton. And I said, right, will you have it ready? Well, the tank's ready now. He said, they're waiting for it. I said, okay. And I went through it, tipped it, nothing coming back. Come home, and I got paid for that 12 hours during the night, and I got paid for 12 hours coming home. They put the hour and the money was there all the time. It was a good shop there. And when I finished up, I got a lump sum. That's what I was able to do. I think it was £1,000 each. That's how I was able to do. I got paid off about 6,000 when I retired. I've done some good firms, like, you know, I've been in some good ones.
So, was that Petrolite?
Petrolite, yeah. This is Beck College here, that wasn't much good there. Oh. So I got a house, I built a house. Oh. That's in Kirby.
Wait, we'll start at the beginning. You were your first ever job was on the horses, wasn't it?
On the horse and carts, yeah.
Yeah, what was after the horse and cars?
Where do we go now?
The war between that, isn't it?
The war was coming up then. I went to the Provender in Croyland Street on Walton Road, JW Backhouse, Austin 677. There was a comma in Bedford, there's another one, I forget that, about 5. And I was driving, Stan Rankin was my mate, I was with him. And he was getting called up in the Air Force, and he said, get over there, start driving, and I started driving. And instead of 2 of us, it was on my own. And I don't know what happened, but there was a good job come up, and I took that then, I jumped into it. I was driving a wagon, you know. And that's how I come to go on the wagons, to driving them.
Have you driven?
I have, yeah.
Did you like it?
I wasn't very good at it.
No,
but you know, I would be if I had another go, I suppose.
I stopped to let
you just can't. Just say.
My dad,
what?
when you were learning me, I stopped to let the others pass.
Yeah.
I stopped to let the other cars go past.
What was the other thing you'd done?
I was hopeless.
We went down here and along that main road towards the airport, and I had David and Dad were playing in the field, and there's our David there, and there's our... Said, get on with the bloody wheel, said you.
I never got down it, did I?
Once you get to know the clutch and the fucking...
Yeah.
You're in.
He never
took... I don't know what I took him into the big car park. He had to go right round the car park, but he wouldn't carry on. He said, no, leave it.
No.
Otherwise, he'd have been driving.
But according to the website I'm looking at on disability I've got,
yeah.
Before I'm even allowed to even go anywhere near road with a car, or with any kind of motorised vehicle, I have to van simulator first.
Well, I never thought of that, actually, no.
But that's the law.
Yeah, oh,
That's the law.
Oh, the other law, yeah.
Because my disability is different to what you've got.
When I went on, it was all armed. We were going that way, turning right, put your hand right out the wagon, you know.
Yeah.
And if you were going straight up like that, the bobby's there. Put your hand against the wheel or the glass, and he'll tell you to come on like that. And if not, you put your hand that way to the left. It's funny it was.
You didn't have motorways, did you?
No motorways, no.
Like when you were driving trucks?
I was driving the wagons. And
the first motorways didn't come along until about the mid-60s, I think it was.
Well, we first went on the motorway. I should have gone down south and I went up north. I went the wrong bloody way on the motorway. No, I believe the pace one, I believe.
Yeah, road tax and stuff now, isn't
it? Sure, it's all right,
oh, yeah, yeah.
See, but you're fine. Judge, David.
Yeah.
No, not for me.
I don't swing. I remember it was that what you call shunting. You come in with the wagon from me, you were travelling all night, This was before the motorway. And I took over from you. You got 12 hours coming from London to Liverpool during the night. It was good. I got over, tipped the wagon. Frank Breesdale was with me, second man. I went trailer on a wagon. I tipped it, loaded it, room sheeted, teddy oil, fill up with fuel, ready to go. And you come at 7 o'clock at night, you're ready to go. Well, I got on that about 3.5 years. I got on, that was what you call trunking. There was roaming, that was on the daytime all over the place. There was trunking, that was on nights. You would Liverpool to London, Liverpool to Hull, Liverpool to Glasgow, and all trunk, that was what you call trunk. The money, but when I first went to a Hoston and a Bedford, and there were only small wagons, and these come up as Atkinson. That was a big wagon.
Said Atkinson, they were known as originally.
The what?
Said that Atkinson, it was known as, it only became Atkinson, and it was in the 90s.
When they were small, there was the Shed was the small wagon. And then Shed then.
But there's none of the big British companies are left though now. All gone.
They've all gone, yeah. The BRS buggered them all up.
Said Atkinson, ERF, Scammell.
Yeah.
All gone.
Scammell was a good wagon, man.
AC was another one. The only thing wrong was the fact they still built the only thing that kept AC going were the buses.
Oh,
and they still build the route masters every so often, but that's about it as far as the trucks are concerned.
I tried it and I didn't like it still.
Thing is though, with learning to drive, it depends on sometimes whether you've got a disability or not.
Yeah.
But also, because I knew when I was in Mecca, he could drive because he was diabetic.
Oh.
Because the diabetics are prone to epileptic fits.
Oh, yeah.
Things like that, so you can't be behind so you're not allowed to drive. Okay, so obviously.
With the haulers, you know, there was mostly horse and carts then, pony wagons, even donkeys, you know, on market.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I wanted to be a cat, you know, I wanted to drive the horse, you know. And that's how I come to go on it. That's how I come to go transport. Move from the horses onto the motor wagons. Well, I never got
You don't see a horse on the road now, do you?
You see them occasionally with every now and again with the local police.
I haven't seen a horse.
Police tables.
Yeah.
They usually have them out every now and again.
exercise.
So exercise, not as far as working on proper
No.
9 to 5 animals.
Well, they go on show.
Horses are only usually brought out for the football matches like that.
Yeah.
Did you have the same horse when you were working on the car, even horses?
No, you went the same one. I had a this one Joe I went to. You take that one. You take. I think it was by Maggie. It was a mare, and no wouldn't pull you out of bed. And the fella, they three of them. They didn't tell me it was three of them. And he said that he'd be back with that bloody thing. You won't take that out. Put a load of nothing. And I remember the old carter saying to me, "Now look, George, there's one way to drive a horse, by cruelty or kindness. If it doesn't do one, do the other." So I battered like bloody hell out, it wouldn't work. So I started being kindness. I was pinching the provender off the, pinching oats out of, where did Stan work and John Mack and the beast.
Yeah.
I was pinching the oats out of, and in the railway yard I was throwing a bag of bloody mix. I was feeding it like bloody hell, talking to it, and it don't go anywhere for me. And I packed the job up and left, it got shot. Got destroyed. Wouldn't work for no one. Wouldn't work for no one.
Wouldn't work, so they
I was in the dock one day with a load of tobacco on it. They're a bloody big, what did we call them? Hogsheads, yeah, there was hogsheads. And I'm going, felt the weight all now, so, "Come on, Mag, I'm going." And I'm walking away, you know. And I walked along, but be from over there. And I turned around and said, "Maggie, I'm going." Well, yeah, and I got round the corner. The next bloody thing, there it was galloping along, and the bloody wank was, whoa!
Like a sketch from Norman Wisdom, isn't it?
Hey?
Like a sketch from a Norman Wisdom film.
Yeah. Oh, there was some funny things, you know. Yeah. I go in the and by babies that was going in the railway. And they knew this, you know. That thing won't put you out of bed. You don't know what to drive, you know.
Oh, was it George Formby? He was the milkman and he had the horse.
No.
Mr. Grimsdale.
We was just waiting to go in. You go in the railway on the scale. Number 3's all down the load of wagons they were. Down there, loads of wagons, down there, and when they get full, they come in and tow them out. And it was number 3 or something like that. I said, number 3, 4th section. I said, okay. And take that bloody thing out of a boat. I got all of it. I said, if you let me down, mate, I said, I'll bat you. No more proving for you. No more. And you know, I just went along like that. The fellow said, what the bloody hell have you done to it? He wouldn't believe it.
But it kindness goes a long way, doesn't it?
But you know, when it bumped into the lads when I left, he said to the way I got shot, George. I said, what? You know, if I'd have had the money, I'd have bought it myself, because I knew every word I say to him. Yeah.
Where would you get it? We lived in Central Way.
No, I'd have put it out to grass on one of the farms. You pay so much a week, you know.
Didn't you say you had a goat or something for a bit?
I picked a goat up.
Where did you keep that? In a scout's house?
Oh, there was a goat.
You brought dogs in as well.
Brought the dog.
You can fit a dog in the house, can't you? But where'd you keep a goat?
Well, we had the goat. Had the goat in the backyard. They were going to kill it. The place had it in New Brighton, and it was what you call flash harness for, you know, when you go to the shows and they had all this flash harness on, you know, and the bloody goat was eating all the bloody harness. And there were 2 brothers. He said, George, he'll kill the bloody, he'll kill it, and he was up with the big stick. Did you see it? Yeah, it was up there. And I'm the bloody gone through it. And I took it over, I could only drop it in my mum's, like, you know. And the landlord was collecting his rent, and he said, I believe you got a goat. I said, do you want it? Do you want it? He said, well, how much? I said, no, do you want it? He said, well, I've got a big lawn at the back and a big lawn in front, 2 big gardens in the front, and I believe the goat eats all the grass. I said, it does. And he took the goat, went back to New Brighton, where it came from. Yeah. It was funny then. I had the best good one was I was driving along and there's a big duck, you know, like that. And it jumped off the side into the road, and there were about 6 or 8 little ones at the back. And I pulled up, jumped out, whoa, let it go, get over. There were about 6 or 8 behind it, you know, they trucked it over. That was another time. It was funny.
You were always bringing birds in, weren't you?
Pigeons and all like that, yeah.
You have a parakeet or something, didn't you?
I went into this farm and there were all wagons of chickens, hens and chickens. And this one, they're going along with the feet tied like that, you know, with upside down, and they were getting the throat cut, as they were going along. And this one got out of somewhere, and come by the wagon, I whipped the threw it in the wagon, and I give it to Bobby Larkin coming home.
That's right, yeah.
And I shouted Bobby, I said, here, I just picked it up over there. He said, oh, thanks, George, you know. And that was a chicken's life I saved. I saved a few of the lives of them, you know. A couple of pigeons.
I'm not an animal lover.
No.
I wouldn't harm them.
Don't harm them, no.
I wasn't used to dogs or anything till he come in the family and he had his own house. And I just didn't want animals around, but he used to bring all the strays in. We've had some poor
I couldn't hurt them.
birds, haven't we?
On the motorway, you know, and you'd see the car stopped and threw the dog out where it went. Oh. And the dog was running after it, you know. I said, if I got all them bloody fellas in that car, I'd kill them. He threw the dog out and buggered off, left it.
I couldn't do that though, could you? No.
No need for it, is there?
No. I'd rather put it to sleep.
The digs where it stayed at, I can't think of the names,
No.
But there was the daughter was the youngest, and she had this lovely dog, real pedigree it was, you know. And he was telling me, he said, I'm gonna kill it, he said, you know. I said, don't kill it. I said, I'll come up and stop the wagon, you throw it in. He said, do you want it? I said, no, but I know someone that will do. I didn't know, but I got it, threw it in, and away I went. And it was a prize dog. And my dad sold it to the fella up the street, and it won a few prizes.
Mm.
Yeah.
You've brought budgies and everything in, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, the budgies.
Yeah, Peter.
I had about 3 different budgies.
Yeah.
And I brought them in and we lost
all
them.
Peter kept saying was, I'm pretty boy, I'm pretty boy, I'm pretty boy. And I thought, if you don't shut up, you won't be.
Yeah. I brought some animals in. And some pigeons, you know. So
You used to keep pigeons, or didn't you?
I brought pigeons in, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. As I say, you've got to really love animals to have them living with you.
Yeah.
I only put up with them for you and the boys.
Yeah. Yeah, but you taught the world of them.
I wasn't used to animals.
Yeah.
Oh, Holly, now, that was a different kettle of fish. He was family.
Well, Holly,
He was family.
Spoiled rotten, that dog.
So-called going to Tesco's.
Yeah.
I thought I'd seen him go through there, you know, and I run through after him. But it
He said he'd seen her up the side of the house.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah, and when I got through down the side, come on, no, wasn't there.
There was no one there.
Been the ghost, you know.
Yeah. Never seen ghost dogs.
Yeah. Holly was one of the best here.
She was family. I always said she wasn't a dog, she was family.
Yeah.
Oh dear. And what are you doing tomorrow, Craig? Same as you've done today?
Yeah.
Have you got anything on?
I think there's football tomorrow, but I don't know what time at the moment.
Oh.
It's
see what
Saturday tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saturday all day.
Oh, I've got to start beautifying myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want a pint, come up to Arlo.
Oh, hey, don't you start.
That's fine, what we do with them.
Do you have a drink?
No, not me, no.
No,
No,
don't.
that's rubbish. You say you have shot contact drinking.
Don't believe in it.
Well, not really, no.
No.
Not fussy, lad, that's the way.
No.
I only drank Saturday night.
Yeah.
Didn't I get it?
That's
Saturday night, Sunday morning I was away up the road, you know. Or Sunday night I was on nights. Well, I drunk once a week. Because, you know, the police pulled you up. And they give you the, what's the name?
Breathalyzer.
Well, you lost your licence, you lost your job. We couldn't afford to do it, you know.
No. Not a risk.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody got free air Saturday night, I'd have it.
It's
Something
funny
fair,
though that Dean Craig has never thought of driving.
I don't think Dean likes the idea either.
Have you ever thought?
I've had a go at it, yeah.
Have
I wasn't very good.
What do you think?
If I had the money to do it again and again and again, I would do, but it's too expensive to learn now.
No. Well, Dad tried to learn me, but I could tell the way he spoke and what have you, I was hopeless.
Yeah.
So I give it up, didn't I? I think he was thinking of the other people on the road.
Who was I teaching? That was our Lynn.
Didn't I, George? Stop to let people go across the road.
Well, this is what I was teaching our Lynn or George Harper. I was showing him how to drive, you know.
No.
And when we stopped at these lights, the fellas in the wagon there, he said, "What the bloody hell are you doing there, mate?" I said, "It's all right, it's only I've just seen." He said, "You want to get someone else," he said, "to get driving." He was going with the road. Yeah.
No. I think you've got to really like it.
I think what it is with me, I mean, I've got enough money saved up to probably take a driving test. Well, it's when, because of my disability I've got, whether I'd be allowed to actually go behind the wheel of a car on the main road.
Yeah.
We'll find those.
Now, you've got to really like driving, I think.
Well, at the moment,
But driving today now, it's a hell of a price for your tax and insurance.
Everything. Really, it's like the insurance and the petrol. Couldn't afford it.
I let them go, didn't I? Let the car go.
Well, that's another thing that it does though, isn't it?
Hey?
The cost of running. I mean, it's alright if you're earning enough money to run a car.
Right, yeah.
But if you're on like a minimum wage or just above minimum wage, I mean, it would be hard to run keep a car running all year round, insurance and everything.
No.
Well, I think it was £12.10 for 12 months tax. The tax was, and it was £12.10.
How much?
£12.10. Now you're talking about 300 or 400 quid.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I was glad when you give it up.
You was, because you
No,
used to
not the private car, I mean
oh, the wagons.
the wagon, you know.
When did you stop doing the
I picked
wagons?
the paper up one night,
Oh,
and the days, the Echo had the pictures on the back page as well, you know. And it said, "Man, miracle escape." And I looked down, it said,
What?
name of God. Well, after that,
coming down the Chester Road, and it was ice, you know, you did get some bad tools, like, you know.
Yeah.
The roads were full of ice, because they couldn't get out on country roads cleaning them, they didn't clean them. So you had to, what you call jackknife, that had a Arctic,
Yeah.
and it's what you call jackknife. That was the arse, back end of the trailer jackknifed and through the wagon.
Tail happy you call it, I think, as well, isn't it?
Hey?
Tail happy, I think you call it.
Yeah, jackknife we call it. And it turned, the wagon turned me over inside the cab and everything. I just got out, like, you know. And wanted to brought me home. It was in the front of the XE. It was the Echo, wasn't it?
yeah, it was in there.
And the front page, a bloody big picture, the front
Big
page.
picture of him.
Yeah.
Better off in the war.
But we didn't do that. We got the wages, good money, you know.
Yeah, it was good wages. Everything was good,
It
and
was
as
there,
I
like.
say, the kids had everything they wanted.
Yeah.
They had motorbike, they had scooters first.
David got his three-wheeler out of it. So
Yeah.
he took me up.
But they had
Says, "I know
scooters at first.
He had the
didn't
scooter, yeah.
they? Yeah.
The two of them had
What
the
did he have,
scooter
scooters?
each, didn't he?
Yeah.
They got what they wanted. They went away to school holidays all the time.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I paid for my own holidays and everything. When I was going to school, I paid my own holidays, you know.
Is that from the money you made mucking things out?
Well, I was taking the rag chatters carts back. I would fill it with the pony on the market, mucking out. Something says a penny, you know. And then I got a donkey off, what was his name? I can't think of his name. On a Saturday, I was on the market with the donkey. Oh, I can't think of his name now. He lived by the market. The market was in Great Ormer Street. And I got a job in the Providence cellar, part-time, you know. I got a job there in the Providence cellar. It's only coppers, you know, but there was money.
Something.
Yeah.
What was me dad like with you, George?
Oh, he's a cock, wasn't he?
He used to say, when George, we lived in the, you called it the parlour, you used to say sitting room now, don't you? And we lived in the parlour, as I say, and to go to toilet, we had to go through my mum's place, and George wasn't used to closing doors quietly. And every time he come through, bang, fish. And my dad used to say, doesn't that fella know how to close doors? It must have been a shock to my dad's system. But he thought the world of you, didn't he, George?
Yeah, we got
And my mum. He used to say, don't ask him to get anything.
Yeah, he
He
wanted
was
anything else.
terrified.
I said to my mate, he was on the ships coming in with coal, you know. You're talking about 200, 600, 800 tons of coal on the ship. And they used to take to different places in Liverpool. Teddy, forget his name. Teddy Juck his name was. And he was, I met him in the local, like, you know. I said, hey Ted, I believe any time dropping a bit of coal in for us. He said, yeah, where are you? I said, 92 House Street, it was about 3 streets along. 92. On your left hand side going down, your right hand side come up there. Take the grid off. And the next bloody thing, he dropped the bloody big load of coal and the bloody neighbours were saying
You
the
know
coal
the
bucket.
tipper, a tipper, that's what it came up and we only had a little house.
All ago, yeah. And they're all pinching the coal.
They were all
and
coming
grandma
out with a
got about
bucket.
a ton of coal down the cellar, you know. Funny it was. Yeah.
And another time he said, we used to have greaseproof paper around the bread like they have now, you know. And my mum ran out of greaseproof paper. And she said, I'm awful sorry, I've got no greaseproof paper, you know, just have to go in the bag. Got the next day, or the bit after, he came in with the blood, a roll like that of greaseproof paper.
Don't ask him to bring anything in, don't ask him.
Don't ask that bloody
Too
fella
kind.
for anything.
But she was all right, wasn't she?
Oh, we had a good laugh with you though, didn't we?
Yeah.
And my dad thought the world of him.
I went with the wagon. My mate Frank Breesdale was the mate, you know. In the dock. And the same way, the dock road now, they're all flats and houses now. And it was what you call, what would you call it? It had all cans of gin and whiskey, wasn't it? And we pulled up back alongside, get in here, okay. And started look. Hi, Scouse, how are you doing? I said, that I was with mate, one of the lads that was in the forces with us, you know. And loaded, it's about 200 or 300 cans like that of whiskey. And yeah, whiskey it was.
Whiskey it was.
And I said, hey, you got one up? Don't you tell me I got any, I know what I give you. Now get on and get up. And it was a bloody case of whiskey over to give me. And,
Wow.
and there's Dad.
He was the best son-in-law in the world. All the stuff.
He wrote whiskey in.
Give me a bottle of whiskey, and a bottle of whiskey to the woman next door, and we never seen it then, did we?
Yeah, but he kept ours, what we had, in the gas cupboard in the room
I didn't.
that we lived in.
Yeah.
Now, my dad said we could live there as long as we saved the money to put down on a house.
Yeah.
He didn't want to give us that place if we were going to waste it. So he said, just look after it and make sure you save your money. But he said also, when I come home from work, I don't want children to be running around. I want a bit of peace.
Yeah.
So what did it end up as? My dad used to say to me, you go and sit with your mother, I'll sit with the children. He was helping them to
Whiskey.
Yeah, there was a bottle of whiskey there, and he was supping it, you know. Well.
Yeah.
And my dad got a bottle of whiskey. They all got I had 6. Frank Breesdale had 6. I had 6. And they all got the whiskey down the door, like, didn't they? Then? It was funny, those.
You were everybody's friend, weren't you?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
So you had George and David while you were living with...
What, love?
You had George and David while you were living with your dad?
Grandma. Yeah. With
Or
their
living
mother.
separately, yeah.
They were born. Where were they born then?
What, love?
Homeborn Hospital it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Arlene was born down there, wasn't she?
Arlene.
She was only a little
Lynn was
baby.
born in Central Way, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Central Way.
Central Way she was born.
Yeah. That's up there. Yeah. Oh, we didn't. My mum you take 5 shillings off it for rent and gas, electric and everything.
Yeah.
But she wanted to see me bank book.
Your bank book.
She wasn't going to let me live cheap if I was going out spending it.
Yeah.
So when we got our flat, George will tell you, to the last teaspoon was paid for. We had everything. All because between this and mother was clothing the children. She was giving me cheques to buy clothes for the kids and all this, that and that. And my mother was practically letting us live more rent free. But she only done it if I saved the money. And of course, when we went in the flat, we had a dining room suite, a bedroom suite. We had everything, and it was all paid for. All because
Lucky.
the 2 mothers. They were very lucky though, weren't you?
Yeah, they all had, my mates all had big weddings, you know, big this. And we were only about 6 of us together, weren't we? When we got married, there was only about 6 or 8 of us.
Anyway,
Oh, we done all right, didn't we?
I get a few beatings now and then, you know. Don't I?
Yeah.
Get a few belts off you.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Dr. Wood there. I don't care.
The bruises on him. We all know he's in charge here.
She's got the walking stick at the back.
She's got Pepsi still there, haven't you?
Ah, I'm wicked, love, I'm wicked. I'm
Get
wicked.
your drink and all. See the empty bottles in that cupboard?
I've always had a cane.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've always had a cane. Percy.
Oh, my person.
I've always had a cane. Generally behind there, yes.
Percy, that was its name.
Yeah, always had a cane.
I've never seen you use it though.
I never had to use it though. Never.
Didn't want to use it.
Oh, my eyes are watering. What's the sign of?
Wet weather.
Wet weather.
Wet weather.
Is your mum coming up for you?
No, she
No,
hasn't
Mum's
finished it until
working
8.
till 8, I think.
Oh, I thought she was coming up for you.
She's been working a while, hasn't
Yeah, about another 3 hours.
she? Oof, dealing with that.
Oh, I was just thinking then there's no dogs down there to look after.
No, house is just empty all day now, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all gone.
Yeah.
And you're still working, Day?
No, not now.
Well, you finished,
Yeah. Contract finished like last Friday.
didn't you? Well, you'll get some of that, they'll go round. There's plenty of
Yeah,
work.
hopefully something will come along eventually.
Yeah, you'll get some of it. There was no one to help us when we left school.
Oh, we didn't get out with selecting careers in school. You didn't have careers advisors.
Oh, I see.
It's only in like in the high schools they have those sorts of things. They didn't have any of them when I was in school. Well, you're pretty much told by the teachers is what do you want to do when you leave school, or what are you thinking of doing when you leave school, that's about it.
Yeah.
Didn't get any advice from a careers advisor or anything like that. You were pretty much on your own.
When does your football season start?
That's started now. This football season started about just over 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're looking forward to it, love.
A little bit, yeah. But the only blooming nuisance is the blooming toll money again, and that.
It's home, money.
Yeah, blooming nuisance.
Oh, I go through the tunnel.
Yeah, but me and Steve was at one point thinking of trying to get a travel pass, but it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But because the amount of money you're spending on it, it's usually for those that frequently go backwards and forwards every single day.
Oh.
Whereas we only go over maybe once or sometimes twice a week.
Bloody till I look at it.
I could have hit that before it was on lanes, like.
Yeah, I like.
We've
It's
seen
always
it,
coming
but
over me.
when I get the paper ready and you
Get
can't
the
see it.
paper ready.
I crack it with the
Do you
paper.
know, it's got all the house and it never moves from this room.
It's just like it.
I'll just get them ready. Bang!
I see.
Don't you hit me on the head. Go on, come on.
Oh, get it backwards there, mate.
Ah.
You missed it. You'll have to learn.
I'll have to
It'll come back. I'll get it next time around.
Never send never send a woman to do a man's job.
You look at it and it'll take off backwards. It won't take off like that. It takes off backwards.
Did you go backwards?
They do? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When they start to fly, they go backwards up. See it.
Just let's see where it comes. Yeah. I bet you it's gone in the hole.
Knows we're looking for it now. It's going to be quiet.
It's pulling tongues at you somewhere.
Aye.
So, I got all my Yankees.
Hey, how did you go on with your table and chair?
Oh, the table thing, my
Yeah.
mum's got that in the garden now.
and George, when we got all the rubbish in here, and he said, where's the table for Lynn, you're going to want that chair? Yeah, put it in there, lad, Walker. Did we throw it in quick?
Yeah.
Got shit with it. He said, I'll drop it off. Yeah.
Okay.
We got rid of everything, didn't we?
We got shut of everything. We had bloody loads of... What was those 2 knives? Did you see them 2 knives we had?
The Indian Army knives.
The Gherkis.
Yeah, I put them down on the floor, said someone might look good on me, watch, and now you don't leave it.
2 Gherkis knives they were.
Don't know where he went.
Oh, I give them to the fellow up here.
Where did they come from?
They were in the bloody loft.
Yeah,
We didn't
how
know.
did they get up
We
there?
didn't know they were in the
I
loft.
didn't know. No one knew how they got up there.
Maybe you brought them back from the war or something.
No. I didn't touch. I
Dad
didn't know they were
said to
there.
me,
Went
do
in
you
there,
know
were
anything
you?
about
I think-
these?
I think you knew before us because you brought them down,
Yeah.
didn't you? You
Yeah, I
all
found,
down.
yeah, they were
Yeah.
found them in the loft.
Yeah.
I won't have any
Some
knives
things in
the
that bloody
house.
loft we never did know about.
Well,
But they must have, they've been up there for years. Where
Years,
where
yeah.
did he were?
Probably been in David's room or something, haven't they? Like he's had them when he was here.
So someone is, it's
They've been in David or George's room when they were
the
here.
military
Did
issue.
they have them?
They must have done because it was with like all the comics and stuff, all the war comics.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
mum's
didn't know
horses.
they were in the house. I wouldn't have rested.
But you wouldn't be able to pick them up, and they don't only military issue knives. They're
No,
not.
he's got them. Clicks them or something. I
They're a
don't know.
bit strange when
I was
they
glad to
come
get shut of them. I said, here.
Of them.
I said, I'll never give you them, and I put them in his hand. I said, wait.
No, I
But
wouldn't have them.
I wouldn't
Did
have them.
I wouldn't have
I was
them.
taking them to the police station, honey.
He was ready to take them to the police station and them in.
It was really Gherkis
Might have
knives.
been worth something then.
Worth a few bob, yeah.
Oh.
But there must have been about 300 or 400 bloody books, comic books.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey, wouldn't he? The stuff we come out of that loft. Bloody hell.
Have you got it? Where is it, Craig?
It's gone home.
Yeah, it's probably flown into the kitchen or something.
Yeah, we just got somebody loose out of
Threw them
that,
a shot.
that loft.
There it is, on top of Liam's head.
Don't hit me.
It's not on his head.
I know, I just thought I'd do it, look for fun. Yeah, must
You want a cup of
be
tea,
around
Randy?
somewhere.
No, I'm fine.
Ah, right.
Eh?
Have you had your tea before you come out?
No, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
We'll go when we go back.
It's on a diet. Are they feeding you down there, lad?
Yeah, better than ever.
Are they?
I feel like I'm eating properly for the first time in years. Someone's feeding
You
me.
are?
I'm eating properly for the first time in years. Fit and healthy now. Could run a marathon. Well, for a bit. Sign me up.
Oh, my eyes.
No marathons in running, yeah.
Yeah. Join the army instead.
You'll find out during your hobby's not that straightforward.
We'll be now, we'll take
Right.
it
How do you want strict medical tests?
on.
And the whole holding the private parts and cough routine test. Yeah.
Dirty mind.
It happens.
When was it you signed up, Grandad?
And what?
When you signed up for the army?
I went in, I think it was around July 1941. I've done 5.5 years. Come out, you know.
You were, what did you do? You were in the prison guards or something, weren't
The
you?
Marines, the Guards, but I finished up on the landing craft. And I was on landing craft. LCAs, LCMs.
What, driving them?
But I was stoker driver. They had the coxswain, deckhand, and the stoker driver. There's three of us.
Did
And
you join yourself, Joe?
What?
Did you go yourself? Or
Yeah,
you...
about 8 of us went down to
That's right.
Renshaw
Oh, I
Street.
now remember, yeah.
And when I went back to work next morning, I got the sack
Got the sack?
for joining up.
Joining up.
Yeah.
You didn't have to though, did you then?
Yeah, well, it was in the, well, there were about 8 of us, and there was, I didn't know, but when we went in, the first year was the 2 Marine sergeants, and here, there was about 3 or 4 Navy blokes, and they said, no, we can't take you on yet, lad, you'll have to come back in 3 months, come back. I said, that's no bloody good to me, I said, I want to get away. And next thing, I'll get away, lad. Yeah, I said, thanks, mate. And I never given no other thought, you know. And when I got for a week at my medical, the next was away down to Portsmouth, Pompey rating, and I was in the blooming Marines. I thought it was the Navy was going. It is the Navy, like.
It's naval training.
Yeah.
Down there.
It's the biggest one going. Yeah. It's funny. We went down yesterday.
Was at a party in Gordon Street, and my mates and I had all been, it must have been a holiday or something, you know, and we went in this house in Gordon Street, and to which, it must have been Christmas or New Year, and the first thing I seen when I went in the back room was this Marine. Well, I didn't know it was a Marine. In the corner, just standing, no, they like the corner like that, just standing there. And I looked at him, and I didn't realise a few months later I'd meet him again. And we went, and we ended up getting married. But that's the first time I've seen him.
She said, I'll have him, you know.
Yeah. I'd seen that he was just standing there. And they were all drinking and all that, you know, they were all in, whatever house it was. But I always remember this Marine standing in the corner, and it was him.
That's why you joined up then? Get the girls.
Oh, the women. Oh, Jesus.
I never went out once with you in the Marine, did I?
You never went what?
No.
Missed it.
No, it's got...
Do you want another cup of tea or what?
No, no.
Just keep it on Liam's jeans, it always lands there.
We still after that fly.
Forget the fly.
Is that camera going, Joe?
Yeah.
Where is this on the table?
He's got us in his
It's
hand.
got it in your hand. And it's going all the time.
It's always going,
They're
yeah.
even smaller nowadays.
Oh.
Cameras now.
I can't see his knee. I can only see his hand moving. They are now. That's all I can see. It's on your knee.
Aye.
Oh, you.
All stories.
I hope you're giving me a good side, Dad.
I'm a professional, I know what I'm doing. Making them look very bold. So you were driving the things in the war, you must have been on the front line and stuff.
As what?
What are the things you were driving in the war, what are they called?
Landing craft.
The landing crafts, you must have been on the front line.
Oh, aye, yeah.
God.
LCAs, LCMs. It was right up the North African coast, and we got to, we got over the tail of Italy. There's a little island, and we got knocked off then. I come back and I finished up on the Suez Canal in the hospital there and the convalescent depot and then back to England. Got it. And that was D-Day, they were practising for D-Day and they were all lads got their names called out and I didn't, so when I put it to see the CO, I said, I've been all up North African coast, I said. He said, you're not going, he said, you're B7, unfit for overseas service. So that was it. When I come out I got a 20% disability pension. Your mum's picking that up now, still on it. Yeah.
Wow.
He was very smart in his uniform.
Was he?
Very smart.
Yeah, I told you.
Lucky not to get shot or anything.
So if you want a nice looking girl then get your uniform.
Yeah, join the army.
The army, I wouldn't go to the army.
Same thing, innit? Did he do difference?
Nothing.
I
Still
think
die.
if they can't get a job in that, I think the forces are the best way out, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they say though, if you join the army, particularly if you live long enough to leave the army, they actually make sure that if you want to go study at college or university or something like that, they pay for your education.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, but some of these kids are on the street.
If you obviously live long enough.
Well, the kids on the streets today is bloody awful.
You don't want to put a gun in their hands, do you?
10, 11 o'clock and you can hear blah, outside shouting going down the streets. Yeah. And then during the daytime you don't see any of them.
They're in bed.
No, they're looking at the television, you know, the time light on it.
Somewhere signing on or something.
11 at night.
Well, in the morning. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Are you still... I can't see him, you know.
Well, he's
I'm
still
here.
there.
No, I can only see his hand moving all the while. Oh, Craig. Oh, you're all in the dark.
I'm going to do my back garden again today, but when you two come, no. I'll get it ready for you in the morning, mate.
There you go, give you something to do.
Oh, he's good with us, that fella. He's good.
I can't do garden with my hay fever.
He can cut the grass shorter than I cut it.
Can't give a ground with your hay fever.
I'm not well.
Oh, does he get hay fever?
Apparently you get hay fever, swamp fever, malaria and anything else that stuff.
I feel sorry for anyone with hay fever though, Craig.
Go on then.
I feel sorry for anyone with
There
hay
used to be a
fever.
lad in our school
Hay
used to have it
fever,
bad.
Yeah. I had a mate that had that in Keishaw's.
Yeah.
Oh, and her eyes used to be really sore. You know. And tears all dripping.
No, mine was worse when I was little, like, it's better now. When I was little I had it worse. I hardly get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not a nice thing. Yeah. Now, do you want a cup of tea or anything?
No, should probably get going, really.
Let's
Only
get
6.
going.
When I get back home.
Well,
Yeah,
you're going to get in
26.
without me because I've got the keys.
That's why I'm saying, do you want to get home?
Nobody wants it.